Hello everyone. Today's topic is graphs theory. Okay, this is the very first topic of the graph theory, and in this particular video, I am going to give the definitions of the different terms which we are going to use in the graph theory. Okay, this topic is very important for the IB students who are opting HL maths, especially with applications and interpretations. So the first definition comes is of the graph itself. What is a graph? Now I will try to make you clear this definition in two different ways. If I'm talking in a general way, so graph is basically a structure which shows a relationship, okay, which shows a relationship between the things of interest. Now you can take an example of a family. Okay, in family, suppose there are 4 members, so we are talking about them, so they are the points of interest. Okay, and what is the relationship between them? So that will be given by these lines. This will be the relationship between them. For example, this is like mother and this is father, and these are the two kids, kid 1 and kid 2. So this kid 1 has a relation with this mother, that kid 1 is kid of mother. Okay, now kid 1 has a relation with kid 2, that they are siblings. So the relationship gets changed as the points are there. Okay, now if we talk about in a mathematical way, so graph is what? Basically graph consists of two non-empty sets. Okay, two non-empty sets, that means there will be at least one element in both of these sets. Now this set is known as the vertex set. I am not writing the definitions here because I have made already a PDF, and I will link that PDF with this video. Okay, so here this graph consists of two non-empty sets. One is vertex and another is known as the edge set. So basically, what is a set? Set is a collection of some elements. Now if it is a vertex set, so that means it will be a collection of vertices like v1, v2. You can use any symbols to represent the vertices. Okay, now here if I try to match this graphical definition with this mathematical graph definition, so vertex will be here M, F, K1 and K2. Okay, and if I talk about the edge set, so that will be, this is one edge. Okay, so edge set will have one connection is this edge set. Suppose this is E1, this is E2, this is E3 and this is E4. So I can write it as E1, E2, E3 and E4, and here vertex set accordingly I will give as M, F, K1, K2. So it is a collection of the vertices which are the points of interest. They can be here like these are the family members. You can take an example of like suppose different countries we are talking about, and we are interested in finding the shortest path between them. Suppose I have to start from one country. Okay, I have to go to 3-4 different countries. So what is the path? So I am considering, okay, what is the minimum distance, what is the distance between them, or what is the cost of going from C1 to C2. So I have to see my point of interest. I am interested in finding how much is the distance between them, or somebody else is there who is interested in finding how much is the cost from going from C1 to C2. So these relationships can be different, and these vertices can also be different. It depends upon the problem only. Alright, I hope the definition of sets is graphs is clear to you. Now next thing comes, we have different types of graphs and different types of graphs on the basis of the directions or on the basis of complexity. So I am going to define maybe one or two only for now. First of all, vertices. In some books, instead of vertices, they will use the name like nodes, or they can use the term like points. So they all have the same meaning. Edges. In some books, edges are referred as the arcs or the sides. Now suppose I take a very simple graph A, B, C and D. So here the edges, I can show them like E1, E2, E3, E4. So my edge set will be like that: E1, E2, E3, E4. Or I can show it like this as well, like ordered pairs AB. So that means there is an edge from A to B, then B, C, then C to D, and then D to A. Or I can show like AB, one edge, then BC, then CD, and then D and A. This is another way. And the last way is AB direct, BC, CD, and DA. This is D. Okay. So this is the different ways of representing the edges and vertices with their different names. Next comes undirected graphs. Till now I made one example, and it was an example of undirected graph. I have not mentioned any direction, like okay, here there is an edge between A to B. We can go from A to B or B to A. If I particularly mark an arrow over here, then it will be a directed graph, because here I have marked the what that is called an arrow, so I can go from A to B but not from B to A. So this type of graphs are known as directed graphs. I can assign the edges in different ways. B to C, like suppose we have B to D as well, this way. So this is a directed graph where all the edges are assigned with a direction. And what will be undirected graph? That means edges are not defined. Okay, so if I am taking just simple example A, B, C, D, so this is a simple graph, undirect, not simple graph. Simple graph has another definition. Okay, I am saying in general, undirected graph means it is not having any direction. The edges will not have any particular direction. I can go from A to B or B to A as well. Okay, so this was the very first video of the graph theory. There are many more videos to come for this particular chapter or this topic or this theory. Okay, so please keep watching. Thank you.